had sinus infections, postnasal drip, a chronic cough, chronic headaches. The FDA, the ADA, they all told me the way I should be eating it. I was doing it and it made me sick. So, I get asked a lot about why I eat this way and how I found it. And so my story, I didn't grow up with this fascination for health and fitness by any stretch of the imagination. I ate a normal standard American diet like everybody else. Starting about 2006, 2007, I was a single mom and had been a single mom for a long time, and I was in a very highly stressful job. I was on the road all the time as an outside sales position. So I ate out a lot, I drank a lot because I had to entertain, I was up late a lot, highly stressful, and I was eating in a way that I actually thought was healthy, because by the time I hit my 40s, that's when I finally cared. Following the advice of, I guess looking at it now, the American Dietetic Association, the FDA, USDA, you name it, which is eating a low-fat diet full of a lot of healthy whole grains. And I was exercising, which I thought was good for me, but I was exercising every single day. And what I now know is what's called a chronic cardio pattern, where I was constantly at this cardiovascular exercise that was a little too high and a little too inflammatory for what I was trying to achieve. I didn't really know what I was doing. And I started to get these chronic health problems that I always had kind of small scale looking back now, but these became to the point, to the level where I just couldn't ignore them anymore. I had sinus infections, postnasal drip, a chronic cough, chronic headaches, I couldn't sleep. I was going to see doctor after doctor because I couldn't figure out what was wrong. I was put on allergy medicines, I was put on cough medicines, I was put on prednisone and steroids to bring down the inflammation I was on. I was on pain medications, I was on sleep medications. At one point, one doctor finally said to me, "You just need to chill out. I think you're anxious, you're suffering from anxiety and you need to calm down." It wasn't until I went to see a naturopathic physician at the urging of one of my clients, actually. I went to see him every couple weeks, but really what changed things for me, what changed the game, was a nutritional intervention. And we started with just an elimination diet. Within a week, I started to notice a difference. Within 2 weeks, a marked difference. By the end of 6 weeks, I was an entirely new person. I really backed into this way of eating that basically was meats, vegetables, a little bit of fruit. I stayed away from grains for the most part because I noticed it caused blood sugar problems for me and just sort of other issues. So I started looking for recipes that didn't include these foods that I was no longer eating. And I started finding references to this thing called the paleo diet. The first book I found was a book called The Primal Blueprint, written by Mark Sisson. I probably read a couple of dozen books that all pretty much said the same thing about this diet and lifestyle, but just with different nuances. So a light bulb went off, and not only did the light bulb go off that this made so much sense to me, but then I got mad. I got so angry that I had gotten so sick by following the rules. The USDA, the FDA, the ADA, they all told me the way I should be eating it. I was doing it and it made me sick. So then I just got mad. And that's when I decided to start my blog, Mom Gone Paleo. It's when I decided to get my kids on board, my older kids on board. That didn't seem to go over well. That's a whole other video. But at the end of the day, my life changed, and I've been eating this way and trying to live these lifestyle principles as much as I can for the past 8 years. I'm a believer in it to the point where I went and got my health coaching license. I went and got my certification to coach people through this lifestyle. I now own a CrossFit gym. We can talk about that another time. And it's why I'm so passionate about bringing these principles to you, the people that trust us with your health and fitness. I want to be a part of this, and I want to be a part of your journey. Thanks for listening.